dear friends, I would like to start the another content of enolates. That enolates, as already we know, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, that is a typical functional group of diketo compounds in between active methylene group are known as enolates. Okay. Now for this, as already I have given certain examples and some explanation regarding ketonal tautomerism, acidic nature of compounds like ethyl acetate and all those things. So with all the basic concept which I have discussed in the last episode, now let me move on to today the synthesis of one of the important compound, ethyl acetoacetate, and enolate EAA. In general it is recorded as, which is prescribed for your syllabus. And in this syllabus, what you have to see is, you have to go for the synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate by Claisen condensation method, right? And its mechanism. Now let me give you all these things on board. Already I have written on the board. Synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate EAA by Claisen condensation method. So in this method, two molecules of ethyl acetate are condensed by using sodium ethoxide, a basic solution. Now the thing is, CH3COO plus CH3COO. These are the two molecules of ethyl acetate. This is ethyl acetate, right? And this is also ethyl acetate. So two molecules of ethyl acetate are allowed to condense in presence of sodium ethoxide, and whereby leading into the formation of CH3CO, CH2COO, EAA. So this is the method which is known as Claisen condensation. Now in this, when we want to explain the mechanism of this reaction, we have to know step-by-step analysis of the reaction. The first step involved is the ionization of sodium ethoxide. So sodium ethoxide on ionization will give you Na plus and OC2H5 minus. OC2H5 minus. Then this OC2H5 minus will either react with this ethyl acetate or the second molecule of ethyl acetate to form the anion. And that anion will react with the second molecule of ethyl acetate, right? Second molecule of ethyl acetate, and thereby formation of a diester anion. And the diester anion gets stabilized by reaction with this OC2H5, leaving behind alcohol to give the final product of EAA. So that is the beauty of the mechanism. So I will explain one by one the mechanism of Claisen condensation. Mechanism of Claisen condensation for synthesis of EAA. Right? So mechanism for synthesis of EAA by Claisen condensation. So in this, the first step generally is ionization step. So what is the exact ionization taking place? Here NaOC2H5, this is called sodium ethoxide. This sodium ethoxide undergoes ionization to form Na plus and OC2H5 minus. This is your ethoxide anion. Ethoxide anion. So this ethoxide anion in the second step of the mechanism, will attack the one of the molecule of CH3CO OC2H5. This is the first molecule of ethyl acetate. This ethyl acetate will now react with OC2H5 minus, whereby one of the proton of this and OC2H5 of this will get removed off, and you will get C2H5OH ethanol plus CH2 minus C double bond O OC2H5. That is anion, acetate anion, not ethyl acetate. It is acetate anion we will form. In the next step, this acetate anion CH2 minus C double bond O OC2H5 will come in contact with the another molecule of your CH3 C2O C2H5. This is the second molecule of ethyl acetate. Will now have in connection with the ester anion, right? So here, as we know, oxygen is more electronegative, it possesses minus delta, and carbon is plus delta. So this is a peculiar property of almost all ketones that we know. Now this is a plus and this is a minus. So the anion of this carbon will come to the C plus of the CO functional, and that results into the formation of CH3 O minus with lone pair of electron, that is negative charge possessing lone pair of electron, and remaining is OC2H5 here, OC2H5 here, and the remaining thing is CH2 C double bond O OC2H5. So this is ester anion. Actually it is a diester, it is called diester because this is the ester group and this is also considered to be ester. Now this diester, in the next step, CH3 CO minus CH2 CO OC2H5, and here again we are having OC2H5, right? Now in this case what happens is the negative charge possessing lone pair of electron get shifted here and it will become carbon to double bond, and this ONA which is here, it will get eliminated, is removed off, and Na plus OC2H5 will be eliminated as C2H5ONA or NaOC2H5. It is the regeneration of your sodium methoxide, and this will become CH3 C double bond O, then CH2 C double bond O OC2H5. So this is your EAA. Okay. So in examination, if there is a 5 marks question, explain the synthetic method of preparation of Claisen condensation for EAA. So for this, first what you have to do is, you have to write the first equation which already I have shown in the previous step. Condensation of 2 molecules of ethyl acetate in presence of sodium ethoxide, it will going to form EAA. That is the first step. Then that reaction is to be written. Then followed by that, you have to write this mechanism for synthesis of EAA by Claisen condensation. The first step is ionization to form ethoxide anion. The second step is the OC2H5 minus will move towards ethyl acetate, and whereby C2H5OH and CH2 C double bond O OC2H5, the remaining part of this anion will be formed. So here the anion is known as simply ester anion or ethyl acetate anion. In the second step, the second molecule will come in contact with this anion, here this is an anion, and whereby there is a formation of an anion containing diester anions. Yes, there are two ester group in this. Okay, this diester anion in the final step will undergo internal conversion. So what is that internal conversion? The negative charge shifts here, it will become ketone, and OC2H5 eliminates, and whereby you will get CS3 C double bond O, CS2 C double bond O, C2H5. This is your ethyl acetoacetate with regeneration of sodium ethoxide. So these are the steps involved in the mechanism for synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate by condensation. Okay, so this is the 5 marks question. You have to answer for this. Okay. Now with this, I want to move the other aspect of this topic, that is synthetic application for synthesis of certain organic compounds using EAA. Okay. So here synthetic applications. Synthetic applications of EAA. So the first one is conversion to ketones. Second one is conversion to monocarboxylic acid. And third one is dicarboxylic acids, and the fourth one is heterocyclic compounds. Okay, so before we go for this, let me again remind you, this is CS3CO, CS2CO, OC2H5. So this particular methylene group is called as active methylene group, or the hydrogen atoms present on it can be replaced very easily, therefore they are said to be highly active. Okay, so these active hydrogen atoms can be replaced by any functional groups during synthetic methods. Okay, now let me go for the synthesis of ketone itself. Synthesis of ketones using EAA. So that structure is already there on board. So you can see, I will write the modified structure of this: CS3, CO, CH2, CO, OC2H5. Okay. Here the active hydrogen is to be written here, and the remaining two functional groups present on this will be written like this. So this is same EAA which is represented there. Now this molecule is allowed to react with sodium ethoxide. Okay. Then, as you know, the H atom of this and OC2H5 of this will be eliminated as C2H5OH. Okay, so an immediate action will take place, hydrogen will be replaced, and whereby you will get monosodium salt of EAA. Okay, this is called a monosodium salt of EAA, ethyl acetoacetate. Now you can see the acidic hydrogen which is present in between the two carbonyl group is a very weak, and that is why it is called as a acidic in nature, and that can be replaced by a simple reagent called sodium ethoxide. So you will get the sodium attached here by the replacing one of the hydrogen of this CH group. Now in the next step, what happened? You can treat this with CH3I or CS3Br, that is methyl iodide. So when you treat with methyl iodide, the iodine of this and any of this will be eliminated as sodium iodide, right? That is NaI. And you will get CS3, CO, CH, CH3, C double bond O, OC2H1. That is a methyl group substitution can take place. Now this compound is now subjected for alkaline hydrolysis. If you subject this compound for alkaline hydrolysis, so when you see the term hydrolysis, so there is the addition of H and OH. Okay, so this CH, C double bond O grouping will be open or broken up, and the hydrolysis OH is added to this and H is added to this. Right? Now what happens? You can see this breaks CH becomes CH2, and this side becomes COOH. So let us write the structure. CH3, C double bond O. This is CH2, CH3, and the remaining is this is OC2H5, this functional group, and COOH. Okay, so acid will going to form. This is ethoxy acid. Ethoxy acid, or ethoxy methanoic acid. Sometimes we can refer according to your passage. Now you can see this is a CH3 group, and this is C2H5 groups, and there is a carbonyl group. So what is ketone? The ketones are compound having only this typical structure, like we write in this bracket, C double bond O. So what is the ketonic group? This is the ketonic group. The ketones are the compound containing carbonyl group, and the two valencies are satisfied by alkyl groups or aryl groups. Okay, so you are having here CH3, C2H5. So this is ethyl group, this is the methyl group, ketone. So ethyl, methyl, ketone. Right? So this is how the simple way of conversion of sodium ethoxide into ethyl acetoacetate EAA into a simple ketone. So where we can use methyl iodide as a one of them. Now similarly, instead of this CH3I, if you use astaryl chloride, CH3 COCl, CH3 COCl. So what happens? You will prepare a diketo compound. Okay. So let me write that also. Okay. Now let's see. You again start with methyl acetoacetate, treat with sodium ethoxide. You will get monosodium salt of EAA. This is EAA. Then now instead of methyl iodide, if you take or if you use CH3, COCl, acetyl chloride. Okay, if you use acetyl chloride, similarly the Cl and Na will be eliminated as NaCl, and this will come up with this new structure CH3 CO CH CO CH3, and this group as usual it will be here C double bond O, then OC2H. Okay. Now this compound in the earlier step subject it for alkaline hydrolysis. Alkaline hydrolysis. So when you do so, what happens? Here the same process of addition of H to this, OH to this. So you will get CH3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, CH3 plus this is OC2H5, then C double bond OH. That is the carboxylic acid with ester containing, that is methanoic ethoxide. Then CH3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. So earlier we have prepared ethyl methyl ketone. Now we are having a diketo compound. Okay, so you will get diketo compound. And the name of this is CH3CO. This is CH3CO. So CH3CO, CH2CO, CH3. So this is a methyl CH3CO, CH2CO, CH3. This is acetate. So acetate. So methyl acetyl ketone. Methyl acetyl ketone. So this is, you can see how the EAA can be converted into the corresponding simple ketones. Okay, these are the two conversions out of which anyone can be asked in the examination in the simple way. How do you convert ethyl acetate into ketones? That will be the question. Okay. Now similar to this, we have the second application, synthetic application of ethyl acetate, conversion of or synthesis of, anyone you can write, synthesis of monocarboxylic acid, using EAA. Right. So what is this monocarboxylic acid? This is monocarboxylic acid, RCOOH. This is RCOOH. So COH group is the carboxylic acid. Therefore, sometimes the compound may contain two carboxylic acid, so they are called as dicarboxylic acid. Okay. Now here again we start with the same CH3, CO, CH2, CO, O, C2, and now allow it to react with the sodium ethoxide and NaOC2H5. So when you do so, what happens? The one of the H will be replaced by Na, and you will get CH3, CO, CH, Na, C double bond O, OC2H5. That is a monosodium salt of EA will going to form. This monosodium salt again is allowed to react with methyl iodide. So when you do so, you know CH3, CO, CH, CH3 and CO, OC2. Now what we did is, you treat first with sodium ethoxide, remove one proton, add sodium, and in the second step you treat with methyl iodide, you will get this. Now similarly, when you do another addition reaction with sodium ethoxide, so this hydrogen get removed and sodium will be substituted. So in the first case, and that sodium is now allowed to react with bromine, liquid bromine. So there is a formation of C2H5OH once, okay, then minus NaBr. So we are getting CH3, C double bond O, this side CH3, this side, Now this one acid hydrolysis. So on acid hydrolysis, here there is a breakage. Here there is a breakage. Okay. So whenever the hydrolysis takes place, there is addition of OH and H. So by this CS3COOH, this is the starting material. CS3COOH. Then C2H5OH. This is alcohol. And the remaining is CS3, right? Okay. So you will get CS3, C double bond OH. This is your carboxylic acid. That is ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. And here halogenated substituted acid. That is bromo 1, 2, 3. Propane, propanoic acid. And alcohol. So let us see again the same reaction. You treat this particular functional group with NaOC2H5, sodium ethoxide, followed by reaction of this. You will get the methyl substituted this product. Again, this compound is about to react with sodium ethoxide and bromine. So whereby the second hydrogen is replaced and the Na will come over here. So this intermediate product is now allowed to react with the bromine. That is this NaBr will be eliminated and this already alcohol is eliminated, and you will get the carbon containing COCH3, CH3, Br, COOC2H5. So this particular product subjected for acid hydrolysis. On acid hydrolysis, this CH3COOH will be eliminated. CH3COOH, that is ethanoic acid. Then this C2H5OH, C2H5OH, and the remaining thing is CH3, CH2, Br, COH, CH3, CH, CH3, CH, Br, C double bond O, C double bond O, and OH, that is bromopropionic acid. So the simple monocarboxylic acids can be prepared by using ethyl acetoacetate. Similarly, you can go for the synthesis of what I say dicarboxylic acids. Okay? When we think of dicarboxylic acid, so the compound must possess two COH functional groups. That is synthesis of dicarboxylic acid using EAA. So what is that dicarboxylic acid? This is, let us say, CH2 containing one COH here, one end, and another COH at the other end. So this is the general structure one has to remember in his mind. That is, there must be CH2, COH, COH at the two extreme ends, such as oxalic acid, malonic acid, fumaric acid, so on and so forth. Okay. Now here again we have to use starting material, that is ethyl acetoacetate, and this ethyl acetoacetate in the form of sodium salt, that is CH3, let us say CO, CH, Na, OC2H5. So this is your sodium salt of EAA, ethyl acetate. When it is allowed to react with another molecule of the same kind, in the presence of iodine. So when you did this, what happened? The two molecules of sodium salt of EAA. Okay, so here directly I have used the sodium salt of EAA because you are familiar with this reaction. That is, treating EAA with sodium ethoxide replaces the hydrogen and sodium will get attached. When these two molecules are condensed, so what happened to this? So you will get CH3, CO, CH3, CO, CH, O, C2, H5. Linked with the another molecule of O, C2, H5. Is that diester? Diester, sister, this is also so in a hurry, just kind of miss this carbon. Right? So now you can see a diester which are joined with each other. So this diester molecule containing ethyl acetate here, ethyl acetate molecule here, is now allowed to undergo acid hydrolysis. So when we subject acid hydrolysis, so we know hydrolysis is nothing but addition of a water molecule. So here now when you do so, this undergoes hydrolysis, this ruptures. So here OH is added to this, H is added to this carbon, OH to this, H to this. Again H to this, OH to this, COH. Right? Now the same manner, H is added to this, OH is added to this. H is added to this, OH is added to this. So if you see what would be the outcome? The outcome is CH3COOH, CH3COH. That is two molecules of CH3COOH. So acetic acid. Then this becomes CH2. Yes, CH2. A bond. Again, this will become CH2. The remaining is COOH. COOH. And this will become COOH. Plus C2H5OH, C2H5OH. Two molecules of alcohol. So our aim is to convert ethyl acetoacetate into a compound containing two COH group. So you can see COH, CH2, CH2, COH. A dicarboxylic acid commonly it is known as succinic acid. Succinic acid. So there are some other methods are there for the conversion of EAA into the corresponding dicarboxylic acid. So this is the simplest way when the question is asked, how do you convert EAA into a dicarboxylic acid? So better we can start with the two molecules of sodium salt of EAA and allow it to react with sodium. So you will get sodium iodide released, and the link between the two molecules of EAA, that is a diester molecule of such a huge structure formed. This on subsequent acid hydrolysis you will get CH3COH, CH2COH, CH2COH and alcohol. So my point of the discussion is one can very easily convert this particular ethyl acetoacetate into a dicarboxylic acid very easily. Okay. Now this is the equation. Let us review again and confirm yourself. Right? Now, synthesis of ketone is over. Synthesis of monocarboxylic acid is over. Synthesis of dicarboxylic acid is over. Now, the last part of this is how do you synthesize a simple heterocyclic compound? Simple heterocyclic compound using EAA. Right? So, the synthesis of heterocyclic compounds using EAA. Friends, as already you have learned this heterocyclic compound in one of your topic this year. So let me remind you what is generally a heterocyclic compound. A cyclic compound containing, let me write, CH2. It may be 5-membered ring or 4-membered ring, whatever it may be, SCH2. Right? And here is a X. X is a heteroatom, so it may be nitrogen or sulfur or oxygen, etc. So this is a simple example where X, this X consisting, it may be nitrogen, it may be sulfur, it may be oxygen. Oh, cyclic compound containing carbon chain. Cyclic compound containing carbon chain with a heteroatom are called as a heterocyclic. Okay, all details you will going to learn in the heterocyclic compound topic. Now let me go for how the EA is converted into your heterocyclic. Now here the synthesis of uracil, that's the example for this. So for this what we have to do is synthesis of uracil. Okay. So in this synthesis of uracil, you have to take NH2, NH2. This is your urea. Urea is allowed to react with C2H5O, C double bond O, and here we are having CH. Enolic ester. Okay, so what is enolic ester? That already you have learned in the ketoenol tautomerism. So, the same compound by the shift of the proton get converted into a ketonic into alcoholic. Such compounds are called as a ketoenolic tautomers or isomers. So, here I have taken this enolic structure. Now, you may ask how it is possible. So, this is already I have discussed. For your kind information, let me give you, this is CH3, CO, CH2. Okay, then C double bond O, OC2. This is your EAA. This EAA can show an equilibrium existing like this. Or sometimes you may show this the proton may be shifted here or this shifts here. So here you will get CH3, CO, CH, double bond, C, OH, OC2, H. So this is a ketone or ketonic compound, and this is your enolic. That means C double bond OH is the alcoholic functional group possessing structure. So this enolic formation one has to consider. Okay. So here the enolic form will be taken. Sometime if you show this shift here, this will become OH, right? And you can remove this and make a double bond here and C is another possibility. So for this, I have taken OH, CH3, double bond CH, C double bond O, C double bond O, O-CH. So when these molecules are heated in presence of phosphorus oxychloride, now this is the beauty of the reaction. The OH of this, then H of this, OC2H5 of this will be eliminated, and you will get first water. That's the negative sign. The other negative is C2H5OH. C2H5OH. Now what left? Left is so this is what we call a heterocyclic compound, uracil. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it refers to this. So this is uracil 4 methyl group. Now let us see. NH group was introduced in the cyclic ring. This is like a heterocyclic compound. So the heterocyclic compound 4-methyl uracil can be prepared just by condensation of, this is the urea with the enolic form of EAA, ester. It is the enolic form of ethyl acetate. When they are condensed and subjected for heating in presence of phosphorus oxychloride. So here there is a loss of water molecule, loss of alcohol molecule, and the condensation leading into this uracil. So with this the first compound, ethyl acetoacetate, and its preparation into variety of organic compound can be explained according to your syllabus. Now we will move the next compound, that is dimethyl malonate. Next time, synthesis of dimethyl malonate, only synthesis, no mechanism, and application like whatever discussed here. Conversion of diethyl malonate into again a ketonic compound, monocarboxylic acid, dicarboxylic acid, and heterocyclic compound. That we will discuss. So meanwhile, you just go through whatever I have discussed so far. Thank you.